There is a moment that almost everyone experiences, but very few people talk about honestly. It usually happens late at night when everything is quiet, when the distractions are gone, and your mind finally has space to speak. And instead of peace, what shows up is noise. Thoughts that don't stop. Worries that don't make sense but still feel real. Fear about things that haven't even happened yet. You try to calm yourself down, but the more you think, the worse it gets. Your chest feels tight, your breathing changes, and suddenly something small turns into something overwhelming. That is anxiety, and if you have ever felt it, you already know how powerful it can be. Most people try to fight anxiety with logic. They tell themselves everything will be fine, that nothing bad is happening, that they are overthinking. But anxiety doesn't listen to logic. It doesn't care about facts. It feeds on fear, and fear grows in silence. That's why even strong people, even people with faith, even people who look calm on the outside can be fighting something very real on the inside. But here is something most people don't realize. There is a verse in the Bible that doesn't just comfort anxiety. It actually confronts it. It interrupts the pattern. It speaks directly to the root of what anxiety feeds on. And once you truly understand it, not just read it, but feel it, it changes the way your mind reacts in those moments. The verse says, "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." And at first, it sounds simple. Almost too simple. Like something you've heard before. But the power is not in hearing it. The power is in understanding what it actually means. It doesn't say manage your anxiety. It doesn't say control it. It doesn't say suppress it or hide it. It says cast it. That word matters. Casting means letting go completely. It means you are not holding on to it anymore. It means you are taking something heavy and releasing it from your grip. And most people never actually do that. They hold on to their anxiety while asking God to fix it. They keep thinking about it while praying about it. They say they trust God, but their mind is still trying to control the outcome. And that's where the cycle continues. Because anxiety grows when you feel like everything depends on you. When you believe that if you don't figure it out, everything will fall apart. When your mind keeps running through every possible scenario, trying to prepare for something that hasn't even happened. But this verse is telling you something different. It is telling you that you were never meant to carry that weight in the first place. There is a reason it says, because he cares for you. Not in a general way. Not in a distant way. Personally. Specifically. In the middle of your overthinking, in the middle of your stress, in the middle of that moment where your heart is racing and your thoughts won't slow down, God is not watching from far away. He is present. He is aware. And he cares about what you are feeling right now, not just the big things in your life, but the quiet struggles that nobody else sees. And this is where something shifts. Because anxiety loses its power when you stop trying to carry everything alone. When you realize that not every thought deserves your attention. Not every fear deserves your energy. Not every possibility needs to be explored. Some things need to be released, not solved. There are people who have everything under control on the outside but feel completely overwhelmed on the inside. And then there are people who have learned something deeper. They have learned how to pause. How to breathe. How to step out of the cycle of overthinking and place their trust somewhere higher than their own understanding. That is what this verse invites you into. It is not about pretending everything is okay. It is not about ignoring reality. It is about shifting responsibility. It is about recognizing that you don't have to.